we're going backwards in time.
Satisfy the demand.
Z-100. Feeling a little spicy this morning. 25 past 6. Good morning. A little yucky outside. What do you call this, Uncle Fred? What's the stuff gets on your windshield? But it's like this.
It's bird stuff.
Oh, I'm not talking about that. Got that on the back of my car. I'll allow him to do that. Mike and the Mechanics, 625. Last night, I got something that I've always wanted.
What's that?
And I needed.
What's that?
Sleep. Feel pretty good this morning.
Holiday 64, 630 WJZR Charlotte. Good morning. I'm Uncle Fred in 100 seconds. Here's what's happening. The Southeast Compact Commission has declined with it decided North Carolina is the best place for a new dump for a low-level nuclear waste. The commission made that conclusion at a meeting in Atlanta yesterday. The commission has scheduled a formal vote on site selection for July 14th, so the nuclear dump is going to be in North Carolina. Governor Jim Martin and about 200 others are scheduled to speak today in Asheville at a public meeting on the proposed high-level nuclear waste dump for western North Carolina. Martin will present a report about the State Department of Natural Resources and Community Development criticizing the Energy Department's proposal to study the western North Carolina site. The State Department of Public Instruction has proposed a 31% increase in teacher salaries in the next 4 years. That would boost a starting teacher's pay to $20,553 by the 1989-90 school year. And the most dangerous animals at the San Diego Zoo these days aren't lions or tigers or bears.
Women.
No, chickens. Chickens.
Chickens.
The chickens.
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 Chickens. That's a roost. That gumming, I knew I'd do that. Shut up!
The chickens are not the zoo residents. They live in a nearby canyon. They sneak in to steal food, and they beg for handouts from visitors. These are chickens that are stealing food and begging for handouts.
Stand up straight!
You ever seen a chicken beg? I mean, it's something to behold. Zoo officials say the chickens are spreading disease.
You're kidding me.
They fool around a lot. No, they want to capture the fowl, give them health checks, and to move them somewhere else. The zoo wants to establish special chicken-free zones around food stands. Says a zoo official, quote, "There are stories of birds have attacked children to steal their lunches," end quote.
That's terrible.
We've gone through this entire joint 3 times.
Yeah, I know it doesn't figure, does it?
What's that?
Oh, everybody makes mistakes. Cooper's no different.
You're forgetting something.
Yeah, what's that?
He might never have been here.
It's still his operation.
Want to hit the bedroom again?
No, whatever it is ought to be right in this room.
I keep telling myself the same thing, Joe, but I don't believe me.
The Z Morning Zoo.
Going to be morning clouds turning to sunshine by the afternoon. High of 75, low tonight 55. Tomorrow's high around 75. It's partly cloudy and 65 this very moment. Likes to make a wake-up call, 570-HITS or 938-HITS. Dial us up. We'll try to make one for you this morning. Z-100 now before 7 at 6:44. It's Mr. and a brand new song called Is It Love? Why ask me? Z-100, Mr. Is It Love? At 6:46, 14 before 7 o'clock. Sonny Hollywood Chase asking the question.
Would you like me to do that for you?
Not very often. No, thank you. Going to make a wake-up call this morning. Haven't done that in a while.
Yeah? What you going to do?
We're going to call a young lady.
Yeah?
Have a little fun with it.
You going to be anybody special when you call her?
Well, she's going to model this.
Oh, she's going to be a model?
I don't want to give it all away because I want to try to...
Oh, it's be sort of like, as you hear it, it happens type thing. Okay.
Hear it happens type thing.
Surprise.
So we can get an answer here. Hello?
Hello?
Good morning. Is Julie there, please?
She's in the shower. Who's calling?
Tell her that the modeling agency is calling this morning. Can I call her back in about 5 minutes?
Give her 10. She just stepped into the shower.
I sure will. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Unsuspecting Julie will get a call in about 10 minutes from the modeling agency right here.
Realty World Home Finders. Home.
It's going to be cloudy this morning, becoming sunny by this afternoon. High of 75, low tonight 55. Tomorrow's high around 75. We're partly cloudy and 65.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, right now.
Sonny Chase, Z-100.
Z-100, 6:54, 6 now, before 7 o'clock. Z-100, 6:57. 3 now, before 7 o'clock. Time to make our call this morning.
Okay. Ready for this?
Unsuspecting
This
Julie.
girl was in the shower before. I hope she has clothes on when you call her. This could be embarrassing.
It's true.
It could. I hear it now.
Background music
Nice.
provided by the AM.
Hello?
Good morning. Is Julie there?
This is she.
Hi, Julie.
Hi.
This is your modeling agency. We're looking forward to you coming to Winston-Salem this weekend.
Oh, that's great. Thanks.
You know, Julie, we've always thought about you and the way you look in some of our swimsuit competition. You gonna be here Saturday or Sunday? Julie?
Excuse me?
Julie, this is Sonny Chase at Z-100. How are you?
No, sir.
Good morning. We understand you have a contest this weekend. Want to wish you the best of luck.
Well, thank you very much.
And Bobo wanted us to wake you up, okay?
You're kidding me.
No, he loves you.
Okay,
I'm going to put this on the air. He really cares a lot about you.
Thank you.
Good luck to you, okay?
Thanks.
Bye.
Cloudy, 65, 7 o'clock, WJZR, Kannapolis, Charlotte. Good morning. I'm Uncle Fred. In 100 seconds, here's what's happening. Let's see, the low-level nuclear waste dump has been approved. The high level is still up in the air to come down to the ground. Here's the way it goes. Yesterday, the Southeast Compact Commission decided North Carolina is the best place for a new dump for a low-level nuclear waste depository. That took place yesterday, and Governor Jim Martin, 200 others are scheduled to work on it today in Asheville. Public hearing there for deciding on the proposed high-level nuclear waste dump for western North Carolina. The State Department of Public Instruction has proposed a 31% increase in teacher salary in the next 4 years. That would boost a starting teacher's pay to $20,553. The department also recommended the board seek $12 million to increase pay for school bus drivers to reduce the number of 16 and 17-year-old bus drivers in the state. And arsonists continue to plague the western part of the state. Fields and forests there are getting to erupt in new fires. Several of those happened yesterday. Firefighters are packing their gear, leaving the Smoky Mountains, where about 800 acres were charred over 2 days in that part of the state.
Look out, that man's gonna go.
Meanwhile, where there's smoke, there's lower IQs. Lower IQs.
Here.
Where there's smoke,
Oh,
there's
I'm
lower
sorry.
IQs.
Did you call me? I'm sorry.
No, I was just looking at you when I said that. University of Pittsburgh's researchers found students who started smoking in high school. Did you start smoking in high school?
Nope.
Those students Mary, did you start smoking in high school? No. Good for you guys. That's great. Those students had lower grades and higher absenteeism in school even before they picked up the tobacco habit.
Preface a statement like that by saying they have a lower IQ. And you expect either one of us to say yes. Think about that.
Well, if you had a lower IQ, what would you say?
Doing exactly what I'm doing now, a radio disc jockey. There's not many plights in life for someone with a lower IQ. However, right to this station today, you too could make low income and all the records you get.
The C Morning Zoo.
Guy agrees with me. Some morning clouds, otherwise sunshine today with a high of 75. It's mostly, or partly to mostly.
I don't care.
It's in between cloudy and 65 right now.
The flamethrower. Z-100.
Z-100 at 7:14. 14 now, past 7 o'clock. Coming up this morning, some episodes of something or another. Best of the past couple of centuries coming up.
Favorite stuff.
One Night in Belmont. Oh. Inside the White House, Leave It to Rambo and Andy Griffin. Ooh. All those shows are coming up this morning. Miami's Sound Machine. Z-100, 17 now, past 7. Good morning. Cloudy this morning, becoming sunny later on this afternoon. High of 75. Not a bad day in store. We're 65 right now with Elton John. Z-100, Elton John at 7:21. Captain Mike coming riding up on his great big horse this morning. He'll be doing traffic next. And we got songs by Van Halen and the Rolling Stones coming up.
Factory Outlet's grand opening. You can put your trust in Destiny Home.
7:24, time for a look at traffic brought to you by Realty World Home Finders as we get ready for Captain Mike. Come on in.
Excuse me, Sonny. Just a minute. Captain, I want to tell you, that fruit you gave me the other day was great.
Yeah.
I wish you hadn't given me those 5 prunes. I've got to go. I'll see you later.
We knew we wouldn't have to put up with you too much if I gave you fruit.
Good morning. One accident to report to you on Ottawa Road at Astor Drive. Otherwise, you got your normal delays already starting this morning, heading in Brookshire Freeway, Independence Boulevard, Central Monroe. Quick check of South Boulevard, Woodlawn, Tybo. It's looking pretty good. The junction of I-85 and 77 is building up now. For Studio 51 here in on Highway 51 in Matthews to Fullwood Plaza, I'm Captain Mike, Z-100 Metro Traffic.
65, 7:30, WJZR Charlotte. Good morning. I'm Uncle Fred in 100 seconds. Here's what's happening.
Yes, sir, that's how we see it.
A low-level waste depository consideration for a high-level waste dump. That's the way it is in the atomic business. The Southeast Compact Commission decided North Carolina is the best place for a new low-level nuclear waste site. The commission made that conclusion at a meeting in Atlanta yesterday. And Governor Jim Martin and about 200 others are on the way to Asheville for a public hearing on a proposed high-level nuclear waste dump for western North Carolina. The State Department of Public Instruction has proposed a 31% increase in teacher salaries in the next 4 years. That would boost the teacher starting pay to $20,553 by the 89-90 school year. The department recommended the board seek also $12 million to increase pay for school bus drivers, reducing the number of 16 and 17-year-olds driving school buses. And listen to this one. They may not be as good as gold. Dollar bills, though, are gaining popularity as collectibles. I've always tried to collect those things, but never have. The newly announced anti-counterfeiting design, you heard about this? They're putting the little plastic strand through the bill, a few other changes so that it can't be counterfeited as well. They're making the current bills valuable.
Oh, yeah.
Treasury Department's not adverse to making a buck. As a matter of fact, the Treasury Department will sell you a sheet of 4 uncut dollar bills for $9.50.
Come on in.
Whoa! Morning, sir. Uncle Fred.
It's a big one.
Yeah?
Look, Fred.
Yes, Fred.
Speaking of money,
Yeah?
I want to give you something.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
All right, what?
Here's a couple of quarters.
Yeah?
Buy yourself personality.
The Z Morning Zoo.
Z-100. Shuffle, Rolling Stones. Sonny Hollywood Chase is my name. Uncle Fred standing by. Time for a look at traffic with Captain Mike, brought to you by Realty World Home Finders. Good morning, Captain.
Good morning. Got several accidents already. Ottawa Road at Astor Drive. Police are still clearing that accident there. Traveling Independence Boulevard at Sam Newell Road, an accident there in I-77 northbound near Nations Ford Road. Not causing much backup in that area yet, but it could before it's over with. We're Realty World Home Finders at 4705 Park Road. I'm Captain Mike, Z-100 Metro Traffic.
Leave It to Rambo. Starring Barbara Belinsky as June, Hugh Donut as Ward, Jerry Mavers as the Beaver, and Rocky Rambo as Wally.
Well, Beaver, I'm so glad you finally found a nice little girl to take to the elementary school dance.
Gee, Mom, she's not a little girl. She's 5'5", almost a basketball player.
Well, I certainly hope you'll bring her by to meet us soon.
Oh, yeah, Mom. But first I want to take her by to meet Wally after football practice, okay?
Oh, how nice. I'm sure Wally will be very nice to her.
Well, yeah, he'll probably give her a ride on his motorcycle and everything. Gee, Jennifer, that's my big brother, Wally.
Ooh, he's a real hunk.
Huh?
Nothing, Beaver. Just call him over to meet me, okay?
Well, Jill, okay. Hey, Wally!
Yo, Beaver, who's a fox?
Gee, Wally, her name is Jennifer, and she's going to the elementary school dance with me on Saturday night.
Oh, absolutely, unless she has other plans, I mean Jennifer.
Do I ever?
Hey, Beaver, here's a quarter. Go get a Snickers bar, all right?
Gee, okay, Wally, but will you take care of Jennifer while I'm gone?
Absolutely, right here.
Okay, see you, Wally.
So, you want to play checkers, Jennifer?
Sure, Wally.
You mind if I make the first move?
Sonny Chase, Z-100.
Z-100, few morning clouds and becoming sunny today. High of 75, low tonight 55. Tomorrow's high 75. We're partly cloudy and 66 right now. Not too shabby. Episode of Sanford and Ramon coming up this morning. Inside the White House. We'll do it one more time. One night in Belmont coming up. Z-100, 16 now before 7 o'clock. At 8 o'clock. Time flies when you're having fun. Kind of zooms by. Robert Palmer. Z-100, Chase, no last name, I don't think.
Yes.
Addicted to Love. 7:47, 13 before 8 o'clock. An episode of Sanford and Ramon coming up. Captain Mike with traffic and songs by Falco and Huey Lewis on the way.
In the past, cheap Lottery Outlet's grand opening. You can put your trust in Destiny Home.
7:50. Time for a look at traffic. Brought to you by Realty World Home Finders. Here's Captain Mike.
Good morning. I-77 northbound near Nations Ford Road. Accident there. It's over on the shoulder of the road. Shouldn't cause a lot of problems. People will be slowing down and checking it out. Independent Sam Newell Road accident should be out of your way there in just a few minutes. You're traveling South Boulevard, Woodlawn, Tybola area. You're going to find your normal heavy congestion there. For Realty World Home Finders at 4705 Park Road, I'm Captain Mike, Z-100 Metro Traffic.
And now it's time for Sanford and Ramon. When Lamont died in a serious garbage accident, Fred took on a rumor. A man highly acclaimed in the interior decorating business, Ramon the Drapery King. And Sanford and Son became Sanford and Ramon.
Ramon, I'm home. Oh, goodness, Uncle Fred, I thought you'd never get here. I'm starved. What's for supper?
Ramon, get food off your mind just a minute. Listen to what I got to say.
Oh, all right, go ahead.
Now, you've been living with me for 6 months, see? You ain't had one date.
Oh, I have too, Uncle Fred. You just haven't noticed.
Yeah, I have. That's why I'm introducing you to Wilma, the pizza girl.
The pizza girl?
Yeah. Word's out that Wilma delivers. Oh, that must be her now. Now, Ramon, try to look masculine.
Hi, Fred. Well, where is this Ramon?
Well, right over there.
Him?
Yes, it's me.
Fred, you said he was 6'3" with muscles and movie star appeal. This guy looks like a wimpy $3 bill.
I didn't lie but twice.
Huh?
Well, see, I said he was 6'3", had muscles and movie star appeal. Well, I might have exaggerated, on the muscles and height, but he does look like a movie star.
Yeah, which one?
Well, what was that movie about that ferry? Peter Pan?
Sonny Chase, Z-100.
C-100, 7:58. Back in time. Here's Huey Lewis in the news. Next hour, an episode of Inside the White House, The Andy Griffin Show. Oh, good. One Night in Belmont coming up. Songs by Bengals and much more.
Howdy, 66.
60 what?
66. Here's what's happening. Is it okay if I say that too? Jeez.
One time.
Criticism I'm getting from this. I didn't even write this stuff, The panel looking for a new southeastern low-level nuclear waste dump thinks North Carolina would be the best place for it. I've got a site in North Carolina that might be good for it too. He's sitting right across from me. To be serious with the news, the Southeast Compact Commission made that conclusion during a meeting in Atlanta yesterday, but will not take a formal vote until mid-July. Meanwhile, the federal search for a high-level nuclear waste dump is focused on Asheville today, which is near one of the dozen sites the Department of Energy is considering. Governor Jim Martin among about 200 people who are going to sign up to speak at a public hearing on that proposal. Several opponents and groups of opponents are planning protests and a parade today. The State Department of Public Instruction is recommending a 31% increase in teacher pay over the next 4 years. Under that proposal, during the 89-90 school year, teachers would be making a starting salary of $20,553. Base pay is now $15,680. And a few areas of North Carolina got sprinkles of rain yesterday, but state officials said arsonists are still a major problem in the western part of the state. Fields and forests there burned 800 acres in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park alone. The Detroit Grand Prix is offering you a chance to put your name alongside all the tire and motor oil companies when the Formula One racers compete this June. Not a bad idea for Humphrey Wheeler over there at the Speedway. Your buddy, What they're doing for $50, you can get your name on the backside of the concrete barrier lining the race course. It's called an Adopt a Block program. Offers a full barricade for $250 and a blockbuster special, 7 sections for $1,000. You can get your name on the wall.
Hey, I like that.
Yeah, you like that?
Come on in.
Oh.
It's okay. Go ahead and play that music.
It just happened. It just happened.
No, it's all right because
it is.
You're not going to have a whole lot of opportunity to do that.
Yeah, you're kidding. I know you are again. Just joking around,
Uncle
right?
Fred and Sonny.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry.
What?
I did everything I could do.
What?
What's he talking about?
I don't have no idea what he's saying.
Well, what
I
I'm
really
trying
don't.
to talk about is that
What, sir?
here's your walking papers. Look,
Walking papers? These are, what does it say?
commonly
They're
called
pink.
in the business pink
They
slips.
are pink. These are real pink slips.
I want you to think about it. It's what you said yesterday.
What did I say?
Sonny Hollywood say the day before.
What did I
Well,
say?
think about it because you're through.
The C-Morning Zoo.
I'm sorry. Did the best I could.
Oh, come on.
Z-100 with the Bengals and Manic Monday at 8:09. Cloudy this morning, becoming sunny this afternoon. High of 75. We're partly cloudy and 65. Yes, it is. Right now, time for a look at traffic brought to you by Realty World Home Finders with Captain Mike. Good morning.
So you got your walking papers, did you?
Well, he let me go. I hope he's kidding.
Oh, goodness. If you're traveling Independence Boulevard, they're still clearing that accident there at Sam Newell Road. Also another accident at Fairview and Carmel. I-77 northbound near the Tyvola Road ramp accident there. And a stalled vehicle on Rama at Monroe Road. For Realty World Home Finders at 4705 Park Road, I'm Captain Mike, Z-100 Metro Traffic.
Well, nice job, Captain. I certainly appreciate that. Come on in.
Oh, by the way.
Oh, no.
Captain Mike.
Yeah.
Guess what?
It's the Andy Griffin Show, starring Andy Griffin as Sheriff Taylor, Mr. T as Barney, and Ronnie Reagan as Opie.
Sheriff Taylor's office speaker, you dead meat.
Barney, is that you?
Who you think this is, Kojak?
Oh, Barney, I love it when you talk like that.
You loves anything. Now bye, I got to go.
But Barney!
Barney, who was that? Thelma Lou, you talking all sweet to and everything? Yeah.
Drop it, Sheriff.
Yeah, boy.
Who you calling boy?
Now, Barney, I need to talk to you just a minute. Now, Detective Massey from the FBI is coming by later on today to investigate that auto theft ring we got down here in Mayberry. Now, you know what to do.
Treat him nice.
Right?
Listen to what he has to say.
Yeah, boy, and what else?
Waste him if he knows too much.
Barney, I declare you got it.
Z-100.
Z-100. 8:17, 17 past 8. Captain Mike with traffic, and Leave It to Rambo coming up. Well, you're not going to believe this.
I don't believe that.
What?
He said wonderful.
All right, Captain, hang in there.
Oh, goodness.
Traffic brought to you by Realty World Home Finders with Captain Mike. The button stuck, believe that or not. Yeah, after all this time.
It did. It really
Buttons
stuck.
never stuck before. All right, you're up. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I-77 northbound near Tyvola Road ramp. You've got an accident there. Not really holding up traffic. People are slowing down in that area a little bit. Fairview and Carmel Road accident. Police in the process of clearing that right in the intersection of Brayma and Monroe Road. You've got a stalled vehicle. Construction continues on Park Road Extension at Fairview. The Realty World Home Finders at 4705 Park Road. I'm Captain Mike, Z-100 Metro Traffic.
Captain, there's something I've never told you.
What is it?
After all this time, I think it's time you know.
Okay.
My brother married your sister. They live in a small cabin in a swamp town in Florida.
Oh, God.
And they're raising pigs for a living. I'm sorry. What can I say?
What do you expect when you marry a pig? You raise pigs.
Right. Leave It to Rambo. What? Starring Barbara Belinsky as June, Hugh Donut as Ward, Jerry Mavers as the Beaver, and Rocky Rambo as Wally. Say, fellas, you know, boys, when I agreed to be your scoutmaster and take you fellas out in the woods on this camping trip, I never dreamed how much fun it could be. Right, Beaver?
Well, gee, Dad, sure. I mean, a guy can have a lot of fun eating burnt pizza and everything.
Hey, Mr. Cleaver, where's Wally?
Well, Whitey, he said he'd be waiting for us in the fork in the woods right up here. Wally! Say, Wally!
Gee, there he is, Dad. And he's got black paint on his face and shirt off and a butcher knife in his hand and everything.
Wally, son, what are you... Whoa!
Hey, Dad! Gee, why are you hanging by your feet like upside down, huh?
For my rheumatism, Beaver, what does it look like? Wally, get me down from here at once.
So, yo, Dad, after you meet a few of my demands, all right, notice them closely. I want steak 5 nights a week, okay? $1,000 a week alone.
The story you have just seen is true. The names were changed to protect the innocent.
The Zoo Crew from the Nut Hut. The Morning Zoo. Z-100.
Z-100, 825 now, past 8. Make sure you have the time correct. Temperature is 66 degrees. And your horoscope later this morning. In excess, what you need. Z-100.
Cloudy, 6:30, or rather 8:30. WJZR Charlotte. Good morning.
Close enough.
I'm
Close
Uncle
enough.
Fred. Would you quit this?
It's high noon.
It's a drinking contest going on. The panel looking for a new southeastern low-level nuclear waste dump thinks North Carolina will be the best place for it. The Southeast Compact Commission made that conclusion during a meeting in Atlanta yesterday, but will not take a formal vote until mid-July. Meanwhile, the federal search for a high-level nuclear waste dump is focused on Asheville today, which is near one of the dozen sites the Department of Energy is considering. Governor Jim Martin among 200 people speaking at a public hearing on the proposal. Several groups of opponents are planning a protest parade today in Asheville. The State Department of Public Instruction recommending a 31% increase in teacher pay over the next 4 years. By the school year of 1989-90, teachers will be making a starting salary of $20,553 under the proposal. Few areas of the state got sprinklings of rain, but state forest officials say arsonists are still a major problem in western North Carolina. Fields and forests burning there. 800 acres went in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Officials saying they're afraid this fire season could be as bad as last year, which was terrible. And of all things, are you ready for this? The Hershey Candy Company has come up with a new little treat. They're marketing in New York, not LA, but New York. The reason for New York is the fact they're selling bagel chips, chocolate covered.
Good morning. The great sage of the East, Uncle Fred.
Yes?
Please turn the other way. Your breath could stop a tank. And the answer is
yes,
a butcher, a baker, and a candlestick maker.
What was the question? We answered. Question.
And the question is,
yes,
what are the 3 jobs Uncle Fred, Sonny Hollywood Chase, and Captain Mike are looking at right now?
Sonny Chase, Z-100.
Z-100, everybody wants to rule it. Why not? Clouds this morning, becoming sunny this afternoon. High of 75, low tonight 55. Tomorrow's high 75. It's 66 right now. Everybody wants to rule it. And not a bad idea. Ask Marcos. He did it for a while anyway.
What did he do?
Out there. Ran an island of it. Actually ran a shoe store, as I understand.
Danielle and the Hip Pocket. 2 great places to shop in the Cloverleaf Plaza.
And now it's time for Sanford and Ramon. When Lamont died in a serious garbage accident, Fred took on a rumor. A man highly acclaimed in the interior decorating business, Ramon the Drapery King. And Sanford and Son became Sanford and Ramon.
Well, Fred, I'm here to see Ramon on TV. Come on in, Grady. I got some popcorn, ripple, chitlins, everything we need. Fred, how can you be so sure Ramon won't embarrass you? Don't worry, Grady. Ramon's strange, see, but he's not stupid. He knows I'd give him 5 up against the lip. Now sit on down. Let's watch this TV program.
Hello, boys and girls. It's time for Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Now, Mr. Rogers, it's cold outside. Can you say cold?
Look like 2 peas in a pod. Look at him, Grady.
That's Ramon the Draper Queen. He makes drapers and stuff like that. How you doing?
Oh, listen, I'm super. Thanks for having me.
Well, let's see, you make drapers, right? Where's your shop at?
Well, I work out of my home.
Here it comes, Fred. No, Ramon.
Yes, I live with my Uncle Fred. Fred G. Sanford. He is super. He owns a successful junk business in town. I love him so.
I'm good. This is it. Order my casket, Grady.
How do you show your love and affection for Mr. Sanford?
No. Oh, listen, I hug him around his neck and I kiss him and everything. Hey, Uncle Fred, you're so sweet. I just love you to death.
I'm gonna kill you. Ramon, 5 up against your lip, you big dummy. Hey, Fred, somebody's on the telephone. You better answer. I know that, Grady. Better answer the phone, Fred. I hear you. Burger World.
Burger World, my butt. I know it's you, Fred. You're so sweet. I love you to death.
Sonny Chase, Z-100. What I do that.
Z-100, it's 8:45, 15 before 9. Tomorrow morning at 10, Lee Edwards counts down the hottest hits gives you your shot at winning the top 30 hits of the week from Ernie's in the Park Road Shopping Center. Begins tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Be here. Songs by Madonna, Force MDs. Some more good stuff coming up. Right now, the Pet Shop Boys. Z-100, 848, 12 now 49. I like that song. Uncle Fred has information coming up in about 12 minutes and an episode of Andy Griffin up next.
Bobby just fell and cut his head. He's really bleeding.
Use at 325 Matthews Mint Hill Road. Realty World Home Finders, the results people.
It's the Andy Griffin Show, starring Andy Griffin as Sheriff Taylor, Mr. T as Barney, and Ronnie Reagan as Opie.
Now look here, Floyd. You mess up my hair, you be dead meat before you hit the floor.
Oh no. I wouldn't mess up your hair, Barney.
That's a good thing, because this head is one of a kind.
Well, hello, Barney. Hi, Floyd. Have you seen my pa?
No, I ain't seen him all day. Said he was going over to Helen's.
Now, Helen, honey, you gonna have to be still while I focus. How can you expect to be chosen as centerfold if you won't be still?
Sonny Chase, Z-100.
Z-100. Well, this is your president. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce our next Secretary of Interior.
I've been seeking, I've been searching, I've been looking.
867, 9 o'clock, WJZR, Kannapolis, Charlotte. Good morning. I'm Uncle Fred. In 100 seconds, here's what's happening. A shooting spree early today in Gaston County has left one man dead, 2 injured, another man in custody. Sergeant Gail Bass of the Gaston Police Department says 24-year-old James Michael Beaver of Gastonia is facing a murder charge and 2 counts of assault. She says Beaver is accused of killing 25-year-old David Edgar Benoit of Gastonia in a shooting at Benoit's home shortly after midnight. She said Jerry Wayne Pope and Reed Stapleton of Gastonia were injured in the shooting and are being treated at Gaston Memorial Hospital. Ms. Bass said authorities aren't sure why the shooting began. Beaver scheduled for a court appearance at 2 o'clock this afternoon. The panel looking for a new southeastern low-level nuclear waste dump thinks North Carolina is the place for it. The Southeast Compact Commission made that conclusion during a meeting in Atlanta yesterday. The formal vote comes in mid-July. Meanwhile, the federal search for a high-level nuclear waste dump is focused on Asheville today, one of the dozen sites the Department of Energy is considering. Governor Jim Martin, among 200 people, signed up to speak at a public hearing on the proposal. Several groups of opponents are planning a protest parade. A few areas of the state got sprinklings of rain, but state officials say arsonists are still a major problem in western North Carolina. 800 acres of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park burned this week. Officials are afraid this fire season could be as bad as last year. Unemployment fell 1/10 of a point last month to 7.2%.
Boys, I just hate to tell you that
yes, sir.
As of this morning,
yes, sir.
It went back up 1/10 of a percent.
I am the god of hellfire, and I bring you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's
one of the great moral heroes of our time.
I wish to begin by showing you something that I am very proud of. I know. I'll have to ask these people to move back, though.
The Z Morning Zoo on Z100.
Z-100, 9:15. Good morning. Songs by John Cougar Mellencamp, Stevie Wonder, Van Halen, David Lee Roth, OMD. All coming up this hour. Keep it here. Z-100, 9:18. 18 past 9. The midnight movies this week, or movies at midnight. Charlottetown Cinemas across Mountain Square on Independence Boulevard, backed by popular demand warriors. Pretty in Pink House and Pink Floyd's The Wall. Wear one piece of camouflage clothing to help save Roger from his house and get in for $1. Who is Roger, Uncle Fred? You
That's
saw
the
this
character
movie.
in the movie, yeah.
Which movie?
The House.
The House, and that's
You know the guy that played the Great American Hero? Barbara Hale's son? He's the one.
And we're going to save Roger by wearing
It's a funny
camouflage
movie.
clothing.
Richard Mall plays the bad guy, and Richard Mall is terrific in this.
Warriors, Pretty in Pink, House, and Pink Floyd's The Wall. Which one do you think would be best?
The wall. I mean, the house. House. Yes, house.
Try
is
that
better.
again.
House.
3 times back.
Hey, 10 missiles, 2 billion. No problem. It works since 1888. Member FSLIC.
Carolina weather.
Going to be cloudy this morning, becoming sunny by the afternoon. High of 75, low tonight 55. Tomorrow's high 75, partly cloudy 68. Thought you'd like that. Van Halen. 0100 949. Brian Adams and Tina Turner. It's Love.
Weather.
Some morning clouds becoming sunshine. High of 75, low tonight 55. Tomorrow's high 75. We're partly cloudy 68 right now.
Sonny Chase, Z-100.
Z-100 955. Well, that's it, Uncle Fred.
That is it. IT, period.
Another dollar. Actually, another 10 cents, I guess, if you want to get down to exact calculation. It's been fun. Lee Edwards is up next. Drive carefully. Someday soon, in the broadcasting industry, maybe we'll talk again. Until next time, what is my name?
What, Sonny Hollywood Chase?
Funny and Sonny.
Yes.
He's funny, I'll tell you.